Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another sit down with me. So today I'm going to be sharing a few tips with you on how I've survived without a house help over the years. I've never had like a house help live with me like full time or someone who comes during the day and goes at the end of the day. I've always had to do everything by myself. But the only time that I've had someone assist me was when I gave birth to my firstborn. My mom came to assist me, which was for like almost a month, 2, 3 weeks. Then when I had my secondborn, I had someone who came to help me for like a full month. But other than that, I've never had someone who was assisting me to do the chores in the house. And these are just a few tips on how I've been doing the things that I do on a daily basis just to help me to keep on top of things. So, the first tip or the first suggestion I would suggest not to do, don't do everything in one day. At times, you want to do your laundry, you want to deep clean the house, you want to iron on the same day. Maybe if you are meal prepping, you want to meal prep on the same day. And at times, we just put too much on our plate. So, I would suggest don't do everything in one day. Just make sure you divide your chores so that you don't get overwhelmed and like you don't burn out. It's important that we take care of ourselves. It's important that you give yourself grace, that you don't put yourself under pressure. I tend to do this, but over the years it has gotten better. I try to remind myself not to put myself under pressure, but to pace myself. I think the right phrase is pace yourself. Don't do everything in one day. Be able to pace yourself. The second thing that I would want to share with you is very important. I would say, um, I would say prioritize having systems in place and how you take care of your house. Have systems and have routines. That will really, really help you rather than doing everything in one place. And when you have systems and routines, it's easy to keep the house tidy. I've seen some people like their houses, they seem to always be like clean, or like their houses, they seem to be clean for the most part. And it's because they have systems in place, they have routines in place that help them to do things bit by bit so that they're just not overwhelmed. I'm personally one person, I cannot stand like a messy house or like just a messy environment. I cannot function. So having routines and systems really help me. Now, what is a routine? What is a routine? Let me just break it down for you guys. So, a routine is like a sequence of actions that you follow on a regular. For example, you can have your morning routine, your evening routine, or like your a few resets during the day, just routines, things that you do continually, like constantly on a regular that just help you. So, I want to give you an example of my evening routine. I am going to be filming that for you soon, so it should be up. The next video should be my evening routine, but I just want to like briefly describe it for you so you have an idea of what it is. So for me, my evening routine, it starts around 4:30, depending with the time that my daughter comes back from school. So that's when my evening routine starts. So when she comes, I give them snacks whilst they're watching TV. I take a shower. So I'm taking time out for myself. I'm pouring into my own cup, so I take a shower because mostly in the morning I take the quickest showers. So evenings are my time just to take it slow. So I take a shower whilst they're eating their snacks. Then after I take my shower, I start on dinner. So prior to that, during the day or in the morning, I make sure I prep what we're going to eat. Be it I grate the tomatoes, I cut the onions or whatever veggies that we need. Then if I need to take out the meat, I take it out. Or I sometimes even do it the night before. So I do all the prep work before, so that when I'm cooking, I have a daughter who was like just a little over a year old, And at times, around the time that I'm starting to cook, she can get fussy. So at least if I've prepped all my veggies prior, I can just put her on my back and I just start cooking because everything's prepped. Then for me, to wait until she's crying, then I have to start cutting the veggies, I have to start doing all these things. At times, I even go as far as taking out the pots that I want to use. I know if I'm making rice, the pans that I want to use, I just take them out, I put them on the stove so that when I need to cook, if baby is fussy, I put her on my back. I'm able to cook as quick as possible because I've prepped everything that I need to. I also clean up as I go. In my kitchen, I always make sure I clean up as I go. So after I'm done cooking, there is no mountain of dishes. After I'm done cooking, there are no plates. And then we wait for my husband to come back. Then we'll have dinner. Sometimes I take out my baby's clothes for the next day, either after I cook dinner or after supper. It just depends. I'm like flexible with that. So I take out their clothes for tomorrow. And it's the little things that make the next day to be easier. So if you're going to work, you take out your clothes for the next day. So for me, if your child is in school, you take out their uniforms, just lay out everything, make sure the socks are clean, the shoes are clean. Just make sure that you lay everything out so that it's easy, because those few minutes, they count, especially in the morning when you are like preparing your kids to go to school, you are going to work, or your husband is going to work. At least if you have taken out the clothes the night before, so that makes it so much easier. My husband's clothes for work, they are already in one place. He just grabs, they're like right there. I just make sure everything is easily accessible. So yeah, that's what I do. I make sure I have a closing shift every single night. I have a closing shift. Of course, I've had like a day or two when maybe there are like some cups, some teacups that are left, but I always make sure. We like to like have a snack after supper, especially now when it was winter. We like had a cup of tea with something, like be it a scone or muffin or what. So I make sure I even wash those dishes after supper, so that I don't like waking up to a sink full of dishes. So I make sure there is no plates, we eat on the counters. The thing that I can do is just to leave the dishes drying, especially when after we have tea. I can leave the dishes drying, but most of the times I just wipe them and put them away. I just make sure after I'm done doing the kitchen, I just sweep, or my husband helps me with that, so that when I wake up, I'm up. I'm up and about. I'm going to take a shower just to get ready for the morning. I'm not thinking about the clothes. So I just make sure everything's in place, so that when I wake up, I just go straight to showering and getting ready the girls for school. I'm doing their lunch boxes. So yeah, I don't have to be doing a lot of things at the same time. So it really helps. Have a routine, have consistent routine, have systems that will help you to like keep your place in order. At times you say to yourself, my goal is to keep my space clean, but how are you going to do that? Is to have systems, is to have routines in place that will help you to achieve that goal. So it's not enough just to say, I want my house to be clean, but how are you going to go about it? So that has really helped me over the years. I think that's one of the most important tips that I would give you. Another tip that I'll suggest is to make sure everything in your house has a place. At times we have random things everywhere. In my house, the keys have a certain place, like the laundry basket has a certain place. Like, make sure everything has a place. The shoes have like a certain place where they stay. The girls' toys have a place. When everything has a place in your house, it gives some sort of order. And you can see that even with your kids. Like now my kids, they know where things stay. If you tell her, can you take these shoes She knows where my shoes go, where my husband's shoes goes, where their shoes are supposed to stay. So make sure everything has a place. Don't just become, especially if you are coming, maybe you are coming from work, or you are just you had gone out. Times you just take off your shoes, you leave them by the door, you leave the keys, you take off your jacket, you just leave it and say, I'll come back and sort this out. You are actually creating more work for yourself. Rather, just take the shoes where they stay, so that you don't come back and start putting things back where they stay. When you are coming from somewhere, put shoes where they belong, your handbag where it belongs, your jewelry where it belongs, so that it's so much easier for you to keep your space tidy. So I would also suggest have some sort of schedule in terms of cleaning. I'm yet to have like a hard copy, or like where I like print and like properly type out my schedule. This part actually was inspired by Mrs. Chops. She did a video on how she just keeps up with the chores in her house, and I thought I would also do something similar. So yeah, I'll leave her channel name right here on the screen. So I would suggest like have some sort of schedule in your mind. Like for instance, I am going to be filming another video of like chores in my week or something like that. So what I normally do, I know Sunday, as I film this today, it's a Sunday. On Sundays, I do my laundry, I do bedding. So I strip off all the beds, I wash the towels, and I do all the laundry that's there. So that's for Sunday. But I don't iron the clothes on Sunday. So I just put them in the washing machine, and then I take them when they dry, I take them, then I just fold them. I don't iron them on that day, because I'm just trying to relax a little bit on a Sunday. So I don't wash the clothes and iron. And on Sundays, most of the time, the laundry is a lot. So it will be a lot to iron, to like wash it and then iron it the same day. On Mondays, that's when I then iron first thing in the morning. As soon as my firstborn goes to school, I get to ironing my clothes. So I know by like most of the times by like 8 a.m. or like 10 past 8, I'm done ironing the clothes from the previous day. So that's just like it starts my week like on a good note. I also deep clean on Sundays, like just to sweep, just to mop, just to wipe down everything that needs to be wiped down. So I deep clean on Sundays. But depending with my schedule or my plans, sometimes I even deep clean on Saturday. If I know that my Sunday is going to be hectic, I deep clean Saturday evening. So just be flexible and just be smart. Like when you make a schedule or like plans on how you're going to clean your house, don't be rigid and be like, I have to clean on this day, I have to iron on this day. Make sure you are just a bit more flexible. So Monday, I don't really have much going on because I'll have done most of the work. So Monday, I just make sure by 8 a.m. Latest 8:30, I'm done ironing the clothes from Sunday. Then I can start with my day. Then on Tuesdays, I do a load of laundry on Tuesday. I just wash the clothes. Then I don't really do much. Then Wednesday, I might sweep mop. It just depends. Then Thursday, I do another load of laundry. But Thursday, I also wash the towels. But let's say there was an accident, like the girls were playing, they spilled water on some blankets. I'll still wash. I'll just wash it the next day. So that's what I do on Fridays. I don't do laundry. I'm thinking of adding another load of laundry on Saturday. So I wash Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Because I've noticed on Sunday when I do laundry, the laundry is just too much. Like it's a lot of laundry. So this week, yesterday, I did a load of laundry. So today on Sunday, I didn't have as much going on in terms of laundry. So yeah, just be flexible. Have an idea of like how you're going to go about cleaning. But I'm working on creating like a schedule, like my cleaning schedule. As soon as I have it, I'll share it with you guys, just in case you want to adjust and like make it your own. But I'm like actually right now working on a schedule that works for me, hence why I've been trying different days of doing laundry. But I have like a rough idea of how my week goes in terms of laundry and deep cleaning the house and all that stuff. Another thing that's like a given that we do on Sundays, I do my daughter's hair on Sunday for school. So that's part of, it's not like a house chore, but it's something that I have to do. I do her hair on Sunday. If we know that Sunday is going to be hectic, I'll do it on Saturday. But for the most part, we do it on Sunday. So I do her hair on Sunday. And because when we do her hair, even when we do it on Saturday, by Sunday, the hair, you know, kids, by Sunday, the hair will be messy. So I prefer to do it on Sunday so that she starts the new week with fresh hairstyle. So yeah, that's what I do. Then this one is important. At times as women, we tend to want to do everything by ourselves. Like we are very specific on how we want certain parts of the house cleaned. Like me, I'm very, very specific on how I clean, the products, the measurements and stuff. But honestly, I really like let it go. So my husband helps me sometimes. Like he'll just see, like, or I'll just ask him, can you do this for me? Then he'll do it. The girls also help me if I tell them pick up the toys or pick up. My daughter loves helping. At times, to keep her busy, I'll just give her like that little duster and say, can you dust the tables, dust everything. So involve your family so that you're not overwhelmed. I mean, if your kids are older, then I'm thinking it should be a little easier because you can then delegate. Someone can do the dishes, someone can do this, so that you have more time just to relax and do nothing. At times it's good just to relax and do nothing, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom. The assumption is you're just sitting at home and you're doing nothing. But there's actually a lot of work that goes into homemaking, that goes into just making sure that your home is running smoothly. This one kind of ties into one of the points that I've shared, but have an idea of like your daily schedule. Like have an idea of the things that you want to do. And at times, like plan the night before. I think that's the best way to like say it, but plan the night before. At times we don't plan and we just go through our day. You don't know what you're doing and you end up just spending the day scrolling because you have not taken out the time to plan. So plan your day. The night before, just write the 3 non-negotiable things that I have to do in this day, and then other things that you have to do. It's not like you have to do everything on the list. Also be realistic. I'm that person that will write like 15 things that I want to do in a day and I end up doing like 4 or 5. So nowadays I just have like a few key things that I need to do. I have like focus areas in my life, like things that I'm focusing on. So let's say for example, I can say YouTube. So I can know that, okay, tomorrow I need to edit this vlog, then I need to schedule it, then I need to maybe plan for my next videos. So just have an idea of what you're doing. And the more that you do this, the more organized that you become. So this one, I'm honestly yet to do, but I would suggest have a meal plan. I've been saying for months, guys, that I need a meal plan. You know that question, what are we eating today? What are we eating today? It's like a never-ending it's like a never-ending cycle. So I'll suggest a meal plan. And honestly, I'm yet to do it. I just always have like a rough idea of the meals that I'm making, because in a week I try to make something different for my family. So let's say this week I might say, okay, I'm going to make quesadillas for my family. Then I'll need to bake maybe at least once, maybe muffins or I need to make something else. So I have an idea of like maybe 3 or so meals that I want to make. It might not be necessarily like a meal. Like I know I want to make chocolate muffins, I want to make maybe wraps, or maybe I want to try a new meal. So I have like a rough idea of the meals that I want to make, and then there are the regular meals that I know maybe I might do sada, beef or rice, and beans or chicken or something like that. So have a rough idea of the meals that you want to make, so that you're not overwhelmed by always asking, what are we eating for supper? So that's what I do. I'm working on making a meal plan. I said this year is the year that I have to like at least attempt making a meal plan. I sometimes make a meal plan, but I don't end up buying everything that I need for that meal plan. Then I end up just not doing it. But please hold me accountable. I need to at least try to have like a meal plan, like maybe 2 3 times before the year ends. So another tip that I would suggest is have appliances or like gadgets that like help you with your housework. Just have things that help you. It's not every day. It's not like you doing hard labor. It's like showing that you're like a good mom or like a good wife. At times the help comes with the gadgets that we have. I would say for me, the most important or the one of the gadgets, or is it a gadget or things that I have in the house, is my washing machine. I really, I'm so thankful that I have a washing machine. There are some things that I have to hand wash, like socks or things that really get dirty, or shoes. But I'm so grateful. If you get a washing machine, it means you're not really like straining yourself. So I would suggest, if you have the means, get a washing machine. I would want to get, I'm yet to, but I would want to get a Hoover. I want to get a Hoover. There's one that I saw with like different adjustments and stuff, where like you can clean like your carpets, your rugs, your floors, but you can also clean like your couch with. I'm looking to getting something like that, something that will just make my life easier. I have like so in the kitchen that I have, like we just have a stove top, so there is no oven. So I got like an air fryer. I'm not sure, like it's like it serves as an air fryer. I can ferment things, I can also like air fry, I can defrost. So having things like that like just make your life so much easier. Because at times when you're thinking of like baking buns or something, and you think, by the time I have to wait for my stuff to ferment, maybe like you have to maybe wait for like an hour, especially when it's cold, it actually takes even longer. So that air fryer helps me in like 30 or so minutes. I know that my dough has like doubled, and I can get to baking. So just get things that will help you around the house. I even want that what do you call it, like a robot vacuum. It's a robot vacuum that I will insert it on the screen. That one that you just like map out the house, like then it helps you to clean. There's one I even saw, it helps you to even mop. Guys, I want to simplify my life. It's not all the time that we have to be working hard. And the last tip that I would suggest to you guys is just pray. I know in there's a video that I was mentioning, that I was just mentioning, like just take time to pray, just take time to speak to God when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I believe like homemaking and mothering is like one of the greatest callings that we have as women. But in me saying that, I'm not saying that everyone has to be a homemaker. I have other things that I do outside of being a homemaker, but I'm just saying I feel like some of my like one of my greatest callings is like raising my children, like being a homemaker. It is not easy. It can be hard at times. but um, I believe it can be fulfilling. Don't strain yourself. Speak to God. Speak to God. He will assist you. He will help you. He is there. So yeah, let me know of your tips and tricks of the things that you do that help you to stay organized. If you don't have the help, what are the things that you do? And I do want to get help. If I'm being honest, I do want to get help because I have so many things that I want to do, but there's not enough time. Honestly, there's not enough time. Don't be shocked one day if you see me saying, I have someone that's helping me. I'm not against help, but these are the things that I've been doing in the last couple of years to just help me be on top of things. I would do a follow up for this video because I really want to have like a set routine that's like written down that I follow through and to just make my life easier, things that I can visually see, be it on like printed and stuff. But I'll be sure to share it with you. I am working on something. I'll be sure to share it with you whenever I'm ready. But thank you so much for watching. Leave me your tips down below on how you do it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to comment, to like, and to subscribe. I think some of you watch without subscribing. I mean, if you have watched a few videos and you like it here, please feel free to subscribe. It is free. So don't forget to comment, to like, and to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.